Yo my people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today I bring bad news. Chelsea lose 1-0 at home to Manchester United. Who would have thought? And I thought there's no one better to bring on than my boy Miro. Yes, he came back from the dead. What you saying, my boy? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you, bro? How you been? It's been a while.
Yeah, I can't lie. Devastated.
It happens, man. I've been there before, man. Yeah. 1-0 Chelsea. No, sorry, 1-0 United, my bad. It probably should have been 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0. I think it should have been.
It should have
been way more.
Should have been a whole lot more. I mean, I'm just looking at the kind of the stats and everything in general. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, I'll just say my bits real quick. I think as a United fan, we were not great today. I think defensively we were good, but everywhere else on the pitch, Chelsea were onto us. I can't lie, you guys were onto us. I think it did help that Esteval got injured within the first 10-15 minutes. He was out of the game. In comes Alejandro Garnacho, which some would say is an upgrade, you know, but that's just me. But yeah, I think you guys did deserve to win. I think defensively we did a good job, but you guys had a lot of chances and you should have put away. But that's what I'll say for now. What are your thoughts?
I mean, you talk about defenses, right? Look at your back line. Dallo, Mazraoui, Heaven, and Shaw. Where are your four centre-backs?
So,
Delict, Maguire. Who else is there?
So I'll run through for you. Delict apparently is going through a mad thing. Look up at social media. It's probably not true, but the rumours are mad. So just looked up at social media. Martins has got a red card for pulling Calvert-Lewin's hair. Harry Maguire says something bad to the ref, so he's suspended for a game. Lenny Orr is injured, and that's probably someone else I'm not thinking about. So yeah, we have no back line, so we had to rely on a right back playing centre back in Mazraoui and a 18-year-old in Aiden Heaven, which actually played well today. But yeah, our defence was not there.
Your defence wasn't there. My attack was there and did absolutely nothing. You're telling me, cool, Esteval got injured, and that was probably the turning point for Manchester United, because without Esteval, who do we have? Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, who's washed, Garnacho. Well, don't get me started on Garnacho. But yeah, no, honestly, obviously, going into the game, I thought, you know what? 4 centre-backs out, surely. Like, if you got one of the centre-backs out, cool, we'll be like, okay, maybe we're still kind of cooked.
Yeah.
But really and truly, 4. Like, you couldn't have more of an advantage.
Yeah.
But I knew the attack will come up with something. Right now, Bruno Fernandes, in my humble opinion, is the best player in the Premier League. And if he doesn't win PFA Player of the Year,
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Because I'll be real, Declan Rice, I'm not giving it to Declan Rice. We're not about that. We're not about that. But I'm going to be real. We actually started off very well. That first half, we should have had the game wrapped up by then. At home, we've got the advantage, even though we've been poor at home. Like I said in my previous videos, Manchester United, they haven't kept a clean sheet in so long. But yeah, long story short, for me personally, we didn't capitalise. First half, we should have wrapped it up easily. 3-0, put it to bed. But no, we've got incompetent attacking players. Cole Palmer, nowhere near it. Cherky showed it last week. Bruno Fernandes showed it this week. Why their levels above Cole Palmer at the moment. Cole Palmer's been out of form. Our wingers are awful. Liam Delap up front is awful. I don't know where João Pedro is. I really don't know. He wasn't in the squad at all. Apparently he was sitting on the... Injured. He was injured. Oh, fair enough. Okay, so he was injured. But yeah, just second half, we came out and we really didn't want it. They scored in the first half, and I'm gonna be real, it was a really good goal to be fair. Bruno Fernandes getting 18 assists this season, and played it into Cunha, who got the goal. But yeah, talk to me about the first half. What did you think of it?
First half, we were asleep. I think what I will say is, and what I told you is that what it looked like is that, you know, there's some people that when they sleep, that it could be an earthquake. They're not waking up. That was us. You guys were asleep as well, but you guys were aware of your surroundings. You guys thought, okay, you know what? Something's happening. Let me see what's going on. You guys actually had chances and did things. I don't know what happened in the last bit of the first half, but we managed to get a goal. Bruno Fernandes, another assist. He's got 18 now, 2 off the record of Henry. And with how many games left? 5 games left, whatever it is. He's probably gonna. I mean, he's probably gonna break the record. Let's be real. 3 games, 5 assists. I mean, what was it? Yeah, 3 assists in 5 games. I mean, seems doable for him. So I think he probably will break the record at that point. But yeah, again, we did not deserve it. I mean, it was completely switch of play. I mean, if you really look at it, right, first half, Chelsea had 6 shots, 2 on target, 12 touches in opposition's box, and 235 accurate passes, whilst we had 2 shots, 1 on target, and 3 touches in opposition's box.
Can I just add something very quickly? You know your goal? It was the only shot on target you guys had.
Yeah, and again,
Says a lot.
and which is why I say I'm not surprised in the slightest. I mean, if you look at the second half, we had no shots on target. You guys had 15 shots, 1 on target. You guys were meant to. You guys had 1 GA. That GA did not come into reality. So yeah, no. Again, I think it's a bit of defensive brilliance from us. What I will say is Mazraoui and Aiden Heaven, great at the back. I think Heaven got very lucky not to be yellow carded / red carded. I mean, there was a couple of chances where I thought he might have been questioned, but again, he managed to bust case. Mazraoui, I told you, I think, listen, versatile player for us. I think still for a good price. Shout him out again. Good performance from him at the back. Luke Shaw. I mean, yeah, he's not great. I think he's just there to get his England opportunity, and he's probably going to cut at the end of the season. And yeah, he almost cost us about 2 goals and today. So overall, not bad from us. But yeah, you guys did get shagged a lot. I think there was a Enzo chance that should have gone in, didn't happen. Yeah, I mean, it's sad from Chelsea's standpoint because you guys have a good team. It's not like you don't have a good team. I think obviously, like I said, we have a better attack than you. But everywhere else on the pitch, I feel like you guys probably have better players than us, which I'm not. Actually, and keeper as well, because Lammers did get man of match. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, sad times for Chelsea right now. I mean, you guys are languishing 6th in the table. You are on the same points as Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton, Everton, and Sunderland are a maximum, and Fulham are maximum 3 points behind you. So you guys, I mean, in theory, could drop to 12th at some point. So dark times for Chelsea.
And if you look closer, Everton still hasn't played yet.
So they win that, they get 50 points, which means they will go above you.
Sunderland haven't played yet.
Sunderland win, they go to 49 points, which they will be above you. So in theory, you guys are cooked.
Yep, exactly. So as a Chelsea fan, I'm absolutely devastated because Champions League is the bare minimum of what we should be doing week in, week out. Today, obviously, we weren't at the game, but there was a protest outside Blue Coast. Shout out all the man of that rolled through. But it was a better protest than last time. The one I went to was horror. But, I mean, the protest, it shows the fans aren't happy with the owners. The owners are washed. And do you know what's again, today is sort of like a reality check. If you look at Liverpool, right? I'm going to show Liverpool as an example. They spent 500 million on players, and generally most people thought they were going to win the league. They were going to storm it. Who would catch them? Chelsea, same thing. Every year, everyone looks at Chelsea transfers and say, oh, Chelsea are going to cook. The transfers they're signing at the time look all right until they actually play games. Liverpool this season, they spent 500 million. They never do it. And who's one player this season that they turn to and say, please save us? Rio and Gamor.
Yeah.
Up front. He's 18? 17?
17. Yeah.
17 years old. That's who Liverpool turned to.
Yeah.
Chelsea, we spent billions of pounds.
Yeah.
Who's the one player we're trying to turn to at the moment who got injured? Willian Estevo.
Yeah.
Now, that says a lot about Chelsea, because if you're relying on a 17-year-old kid to win you games week in, week out in the Premier League,
something's wrong.
Something's wrong upstairs. And the owners, again, week in, week out, I say this, horrific. The players surrounding Cole Palmer, I made a clip on Shorts, go check it out, about Cole Palmer, the reason why I think he's not doing well. And look, Bruno Fernandes, you could say the same, but I feel like this season he's really leveled up. He was wasting chances, just launching balls over the past few years, but now he's really, I think, refined his passing. And at the end of those passes, who is it? Cunha, Mbuemo, and Sesko.
Yeah.
And Sesko had a quiet game today, but again, there's quality there. Cole Palmer, I'm sorry, he looks to his left, he looks to his right. He's got Garnacho, who can't take on his man, passes it back. You got Neto, cuts in, cuts out, cuts in, cuts out a billion times before he passes it or crosses it. These players don't know how to shoot.
Yeah.
Liam Delap, I mean, today he was all right, but you've got Heaven, with all due respect. You've got Luke Shaw as centre back, who's not a centre back. He's not a natural centre back. And if he's a centre back in a back three, maybe back four, you're pushing it.
Yeah.
Couldn't cause any trouble. He made Heaven look like he plays week in, week out. He made Luke Shaw look like Tuchel's going to pick him tomorrow as a centre back.
And Mazraoui.
Mazraoui, I mean, look, we know his quality, but Liam Delap should be troubling Luke Shaw and Heaven, but couldn't do that.
Yeah.
These are players that Chelsea have signed for starters, and I think it's just abysmal. We can't beat a United team that play once a week, deservedly once a week, because last season they were horror, and we lost at home. And I did say that one place that Man United can actually win is at Stamford Bridge. If this was Old Trafford, I think the script would have flipped. Chelsea would have won because United are horrible at home, but Chelsea are horrible at home. And it's only going to get worse for Chelsea because our fixtures at the moment, it's not looking good.
No.
Brighton, they just drew to Tottenham today. We play them next at the Amex Stadium. Never an easy place to go to. After that, we've got Leeds in the FA Cup at Wembley. So it's a neutral ground, but Leeds being in the semi-final for FA Cup, obviously they would want it more. Nottingham Forest, who are fighting for relegation. Liverpool, who are obviously at Anfield, is not a place you want to go to. Tottenham, which is the only 3 points I can guarantee say we'll get.
Probably,
And Sunderland away from home.
They might be.
Our chances of Europe, not even Champions League, Europe is very slim at the moment.
Very slim.
And Liam Rossini, I'm sorry, this was a day to save your job, and I'll be honest, he didn't save it.
Yeah, I mean, Rossini, he's probably going to get sacked in this season. Let's be real. Only question is, who are you going to bring in? Do you bring in Gary O'Neill, who's doing a good job at Strasbourg? I mean, they're in the Conference League semi-finals. That probably is his next destination, if we're being real. Because other manager-wise, who are you going to go for? There's not much in the market.
Wait. Can we just...
Yeah.
Gary O'Neill as Chelsea manager. How far have we fallen?
I mean, if he wins the Conference League, I mean, decent appointment, I think. He did a good job with Bournemouth. Did a good job with Wolves. I know it's obviously not Chelsea level, but,
Yeah, no, it's a disgrace, man.
It's something there. I think, listen, obviously it's not great. We've done the double on you guys this year, which is dark. Normally games are highly contested, but...
Can I talk about that actually very quickly? Because
Go on.
obviously this week was the Champions League. We saw obviously a boring game such as Arsenal versus Sporting over 2 legs. But then we saw one of the best games of the season, if not the best game of the season, Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're looking at 2 super teams. Even though Real Madrid have been a bit off recently, Arbeloa hasn't really found his foot. He's won games and lost games that he should have won. It's not, but again, he has a team full of players that obviously shouldn't be losing.
No.
But you look at those 2 teams, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, going band for band, end-to-end football, like table tennis, high-scoring games, exciting. They got world-class players, Mbappe for Real Madrid, Elise for Bayern Munich, Vinicius Jr. for Real Madrid, Harry Kane for Bayern Munich. And you got such high-scoring games. And again, these are games that you look forward to over the season in the Champions League. And then you got games like Chelsea, Manchester United, where obviously when we were much younger, they were incredible games, and I don't think, even as rival fans, you looked forward to it. And now, as fans of the clubs,
it's a mid-off.
We hate it.
Yeah, it's a mid-off. Yeah.
But when was apart from that 4-3 thriller, which again was a thriller because you guys gave it to us in the final minutes. But really and truly, it's draws after draws after draws. Like, our head-to-head...
I mean, I can quickly pull up. I think what we've got right now...
1-1.
Yeah.
November 2024. Obviously, the 4-3.
Yeah.
2-1. You guys beat us. 4-1. Oh, never mind. But then look, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 0-0, 0-0. We beat you 3-1, 2-0.
Oh, wait, I think that was a Rashford free kick.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it was dark. But look, over what? Over 5-6 years, so many 0-0s and 1-1s. And as 2 giants of England, that shouldn't be the case, but...
Out of great have fallen.
Yeah, out of great have fallen. But for me, even the Premier League as a whole, when you look at the top 6, when they clash, apart from because I'll be real, Tottenham don't classify as a top 6.
It's
You're
done.
guaranteed 3 points 9 times out of 10, unless you're City. But you look at the other teams, like, you know, apart from City, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, they play tomorrow. Boring. It's usually boring. Only very little.
Sorry, I thought someone was shouting. So.
Yeah, it's probably sharp. Yeah, a bit angry, say. But yeah, there's only a few times where it is actually exciting. And tomorrow, it feels like a final. That's the difference. But apart from that, it's not really exciting, the Premier League. What's your thoughts? Because for me, I just think Champions League, the European teams are way more exciting to watch than the Premier League.
I think the Prem this year, I think it's a bit of both, that the smaller teams have gotten better and the big teams have gotten worse. I think before, even though the bigger teams were bad, the smaller teams weren't good enough to actually make up the distance. Now they can. You can see the Bournemouths, the Brentfords, the Sunderlands, the Evertons, Fulhams. They've got teams to where they can compete with us now. In years past, they couldn't do that. Obviously, even though we weren't great, our players were strong enough just to beat them anyway. But now things are looking dark, man. I think the bigger teams need to buck up their ideas, because if not, then we'll see examples like Tottenham. Tottenham, 1 point where, again, so you won, they were one of the stronger teams in the Premier League for the last few years. Now, that's not the case. They're facing relegation, and they're probably going to get relegated, I mean, if we're being real. I mean, the one chance they had against Brighton, that's gone. So, what I'd say is that, yeah, it's not been great, because I think now it's been neutralised. Before, you saw high-scoring games because the one teams were beating the other team like crazy. Now it's been neutralised, which is why there's a bunch of differences in the league. I think if you look at the Bundesliga, if you look at La Liga, there's not the same thing where the small teams are strong. You look at the Bundesliga, it's Bayern, and then you've sometimes got Leipzig and Dortmund that kind of do things here and there. But in general, it's basically Bayern. You look at La Liga, it's a 2-3 team race where it's Barca, Real Madrid, Atletico sometimes get involved. You look at the Prem, it could honestly be anyone. Like, generally, like, it could be, like, let's be real, Bournemouth. If Bournemouth made a run, it would be shocking, but at the same time, low-key not, because they've got a team to where they can compete with everyone else. So it's just a case of that, really. I think the Premier League has been neutralised, and because of the money involved. I mean, an example, and we can see, is that, like, as an example, Coventry, right? They got promoted recently. When they go to the Prem, they'll spend probably 100 mil, which is probably more than some top 4 Bundesliga teams, some top 4,
Italian.
Yeah, Italian teams, the league teams, whatever it is, right? And that automatically put them up in the highest stead in the league. So I think it's just money. It's money, and I think a lot of it's just kind of complacency from the bigger clubs. So that's what I'd say.
No, fair enough. And very quick, while I've got you here as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, Michael Carrick, I want to get your thoughts on what you thought on his appointment. I feel like a lot of people outside, obviously, United would have thought, is he really the guy? Even United fans would probably thought, is he really the guy to sort of take us over the line to get Champions League football, potentially Europa League football? I know you don't want to really be in the Conference League, but, you know, Champions League is the aim. Is he the guy to do it? So far, apart from Leeds, he's been doing very, very well. Surprised most people. And also, you've got a few games coming up now. Brentford at home, Liverpool at home, Sunderland away, Nottingham Forest at home, and Brighton away from home. Do you see those as hard games as well coming forward? And do you see yourself potentially in the top 4 or top 5, should I say? Because now there's 5 places for Champions League. Do you see yourself in the Champions League next season?
Yeah, I think at this point, again, obviously things can change, but I feel like we've solidified our place in the Champions League spots. I think now, again, it's United. I wouldn't put it past us, but it would take a big mess up for us to fall out of those spaces. Now, I think obviously we still need to obviously keep up pace and win our games, but I feel like the games coming up, we've got, obviously the Brentford, which again is our bogey team, but I feel like the team now and the way it's set up, we have a chance to kind of win that game. Liverpool, come on, man. It's Liverpool. It's obviously, and they've got their cute strikers and cute verts and that, but come on, man. It is what it is. I think we'll beat them at Anfield, and we did it last season or last year, or whatever. So not fussed about that. And yeah, I think we'll maintain our spot. Carrick's done a good job. I think I'm not mad at it. I think compared to where we were last year with Amorim, where if we stayed with that guy, we probably would have been where Spurs were. So I think he's done us a good service in that case, and he's done a good job there. In terms of him being the next manager, I don't know. I think we need to look at the manager market and see what's available. I think Nagelsmann's a big shout. Obviously, after the World Cup, does he want to stay with Germany? Can we get him off Germany? Enrique off PSG. I think there was rumors that he wanted a new challenge. And United is a new challenge, so he could do that. I think if we can't get on main kind of big name targets and not just big name targets, but just targets where they've done the job before and obviously they're established. If we can't do that, then I think we got to give Carrick the job, because say we won about Oli, the guy gave us second a few times. We made it to the Europa League final. Like, again, those kind of managers have done the job for us. So at this point, why not give him the reins if we get to a 4 and we can't get our main manager? So he's done a good job. I think that's what I can say.
No, fair enough. I mean, yeah, United obviously not in the place they want to be, but it's somewhere to start, somewhere to build.
Yeah.
If you have a great summer, I think that changes everything. Same with Chelsea as well. Get a new manager in, a better manager, get solid players. The owners said they're going to get experienced players, but I don't believe it until I see it. But yeah, devastated about the result because we actually did sort of play well, just end product killed us. United scored when it mattered,
Yeah.
defended well, and end of the day, 3 points to them, none to us. And the top 5 race is on. And yeah, good to have you back on the channel. It's been a while.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, obviously halftime match coming back soon. Keep that in mind. We've been on hiatus. We will come back and bigger than ever. And last thing I do want to say, Garnacho, hold that you Wasia.
No, genuinely, can I say as well, yeah? Wallahi, I'm not lying, yeah? I know 20 Baller League players better than Garnacho because that guy cannot take on his man. And if there's any Chelsea fans watching at home, yeah? If you genuinely believe that Garnacho is a good player, unsubscribe. Genuinely unsubscribe. I don't need the subscribers. It's not that deep. Because if you genuinely think that Garnacho is a good player that can take on his man, I've heard someone say Garnacho is good one-on-one. Wallahi, show me a clip. I need to see that clip because I haven't seen it. He cannot take on his man. He back passes.
No, I think at like under 18s he probably did it. So that's what they say. Obviously in the men's game.
I'm talking about Chelsea for Chelsea Football Club, Livo, Premier League.
That's probably never happened. It's fine. Listen, it's part of the game. He'll probably end up on loan at like Elche or like River Plate. He'll be one of them players that kind of fall off the face of the earth. And you know what? I'm glad because you were a Wasio. Your brother leaked team news. You were a terrible player for us. You have the mindset of Ronaldo, but then the ability of I can't even think about it. That's how bad it is. No, Amrabat's class. Nah, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Was it come back to me, but it's dead anyway.
But yeah, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials. Follow Miro as well. I know he's not that active, but one day
I will be back.
he will be back. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care and peace.